Greetings and salutations, Internet Dozens. It is I, Wolfphototech, and here we are with another delightful video. This time I'm going to give you a little overview and / review of this wonderful book called Remarkable Inns and Their Drinks. This is produced by Lore Smyth. It's actually a fairly nice book. It's not terribly thick, but it is generally quite useful. In the back, there's obviously the OGL. It's about 84 pages long. It is actually fairly well organized, but it's pretty simple and to the point. It doesn't really screw around a whole lot. There's the inner cover section. The artwork serves the purpose of giving you the feel of what the setting is for each one of these inns. There is this rather comprehensive table of contents that comes down to the exact subject that's covered within each type of inn that's in this book, as well as a few other things that are related to inns. You got some fairly decent artwork. This is basically just the introduction. Yet again, it's to the point. It doesn't waste a whole lot of time. Even when people do a little forward or something in it, it's here and there. Not here and there, here and gone. Yet again, some nice artwork. You go into the next page. There happens to be... all the inns are kind of grouped by types. But anyways, each inn has a name, has a wealth, price, security, authority, rooms, services, talent, and disposition, as well as a nice little piece of artwork right here. So if you see on the camera, you could see the table. Directly below that is a basic description of the inn. Then there is the innkeeper and staff. There are commoners, various people that will be commonly associated with the inn besides the innkeeper and the staff. People that you run into the bar quite typically, just enough information to get you an idea for what this character is like, and etc., etc. Other notable characters that are tied to it and around it. Some ideas for adventures. The little seeds of thought for the mini adventures, but not any serious depth. It can give you some really good ideas. But also, as the title says, Remarkable Inns and Their Drinks. There happens to be, for each inn, a table or a section that highlights various drinks that the inn is known for. It gives you a price and the size of the container itself. And it gives you more details, such as luxury suites, rumors and secrets, mysterious deaths. As I said before, there is stuff in here that you can use for sparking adventures. As I said, it's typically only a few pages for each inn. We're on to the next inn. You get another style of inn. And the same pattern repeats through the book. After going through several of these inns with notable characters, the common drinks, potential adventure seeds, you get some fairways. There's some nice artwork here and there. As we go along through the book, you get a nice variety of inns. One that's on an island floating in the sky. About way back here in section 2, bringing your inn to life. There's a section on random roll tables for various effects of disposition and being favored, and etc., etc. Events that can occur in the inn. Explanations of the concepts on the tables. As I said before in the very front, there's authority, there's security, there's price, etc., etc. Hospitality table charts for each inn. And this explains each one of those different levels for each inn, and so forth. It goes through various other things. Wealth, lodging services, etc. Work and training, food and drinks, outlandish dishes and drinks. So you got some food in here. So that's cool. Games and gambling. So you got basic concepts for dice games and card games you can play with your characters. And so forth. Cheating attempt table. Songs and tales table. And it keeps going. And then you go to chapter 3, creating your own inn. It gives you instructions on how to create your own inn with random tables, as well as some sound advice here and there on doing so, and basic descriptions of each table. The advice is very short and quick. The whole book is pretty to the point. It's not very overly dense, and so forth. So, as I said, it doesn't take terribly long to get through this book. This is a nice book for if you're traveling somewhere and you want to just grab it in and have depth to your inn, and you just shove it in the woods somewhere. You're good. If you want to spend time creating an inn, but you don't have an exact idea, there's a section in the back, as I said before, that's a bunch of random tables for rolling up your own inn. There is characters in this book that you can use in inns if you have no ideas for characters in inns. You have card games. You have work and training tables. All kinds of cool stuff. This book is not terribly expensive at all. If I can remember, it has to be around like $19. If anyways, this is just a really nice idea starter book. And if you want something other than idea starting, there's stuff in here that's already pre-built, and you can always build stuff based off of the stuff in this book. So it's actually a nice little book to get you going and fill in the little gaps here and there in your games. This is another one of those, like, it's like a 4-star territory. I would have to use it more to give a harder score on it, but I like it. It's nice and simple. And it's not terribly big. You can easily like shove it into a bag. Like no problem. So, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a delightful day, a nice night, a wonderful week, and a magnificent month, and see you next time.